Hi, my name is Rodney Amokache, and I'm the founder of Avo Creative, a brand marketing agency, and Avocado Podcasts, a podcast company. I'm based in Abuja, and I've been an entrepreneur for around about 3 years. Before that, I was a full-time photographer. I was the guy who executed on the ideas of others. Now I'm the guy who strategizes and brings the ideas. It's a huge switch, and it definitely pays more. Um, I started my company by simply just starting. I decided that I wanted to, build brands for a living, and I wanted to express my ideas more, not just as a an executor, but as someone who comes up with ideas, and I have ideas for days. So I decided to create a platform for myself and my people where we could, help companies, brands, NGOs, or individuals, create ideas, build their brands, market them in creative ways, tell their stories, and just engage their audiences in new ways. And I put together a business plan, a plan of business development, how we're gonna get from point A to point B, how we're gonna get clients, how we're gonna um, reach our targets financially, and price ourselves competitively. And it was a mission figuring that out, because I'm not the most um, business inclined. I'm more of a creative than a businessman, but it's something that I had to learn on the fly. But one thing I've learned ever since I became an entrepreneur is that I've realized that you need clients to believe in you personally before they believe in you as a company, especially in this part of the world where all kinds of people do all kinds of weird stuff and are not very accountable, reliable, and don't understand what it means to do business properly. So I needed my clients to believe in me personally before they believed in me as a company. Otherwise, there would be no company. And so the personal relationships I've built while I was a photographer early in my career are what I leveraged to gain experience and to build a track record. Another thing I realized is that in my line of work, people don't want information. They're up to their eyeballs in information every single day. What they really want is faith. Faith in you, your goals, your success, and in the story you tell. It is faith that moves mountains, not facts. Facts do not give birth to faith, all right? So, but the thing is that faith needs a story to sustain it, a meaningful story that inspires belief in you and renews hope that your ideas do indeed offer what they promise. And for that to happen, you need to know your story. You need to know who you are, where you're coming from, and where you're going. You need to know your story and how you got here. It's very important. And why do you believe you're the one to solve this problem or make this discovery or build this company? Why is this your destiny? What makes you qualified? Not just not just by your degrees or your academic qualifications, but character-wise, creatively. What makes you qualified to be the one to carry this idea or this business or this product to the end, to its fruition? So I had to really know my story inside out to really be able to sell myself to these people who I wanted to help and do work with. So the story you tell about yourself and your company is what inspires that faith that I just spoke about. And then I realized as well that genuine influence goes deeper than getting people to do what you want them to do. Because, and that's weird, because that's what influence sounds like in the beginning, right? Getting people to do what you want them to do. But what it really means at its core is that people can pick up where you left off because they believe. That's how you know your influence is real and is built on something genuine. Where if you die today, or if you left the company, or maybe after you've delivered the deliverables, and they're still compelled to carry on long after the contract is ended, long after the job is done. Are they still following through on what you have recommended? Is your product still going the distance out once you've left the room? That's one of the things I also realized about influence, and why it's very, very important to cultivate that. And really, now that I think about it, about half of the good things that have come to me have been about being extremely accountable. As an entrepreneur, you have to show up for yourself, for your team, for your staff, and most importantly, your client. Don't even let your clients sense laziness or untrustworthiness on your end. It's like a lion or an animal sensing or smelling fear in you. When they smell fear in you, they will attack and they will take advantage of you. That's how it works with clients sometimes. Once they sense that you're not someone who can be trusted, they will become fearful. They will become ambivalent. They will not be as eager to take on your advice or your recommendations, or even your pricing, your fee. All these things play a part. So you have to show up in all kinds of ways as an entrepreneur. Then there's the attitude of gratitude. The attitude of gratitude. It's underrated, but it's everything. Gratitude for what you've accomplished so far. Gratitude for the clients that keep choosing you and keep coming back. Gratitude for the staff that, play their part and help you look good to everyone else. Keeping all of this in mind, that, everything is fleeting. It could all go away tomorrow. And whatever you're going through today is just part of the process. And that's something that helps me, And I could just go on about all the tips and all the things and tricks that I use to stay in the game, But, just keeping it to the bare minimum is I hold myself to high standards. I try to be honorable in everything that I do. I try to be honest. I try to be transparent, not just with my clients, but with my staff. And what all of that does in the end is that it builds a culture. It builds a culture that anyone can look up to and say, yes, that is Able Creative, that is Avocado, that's how these guys roll. And people want to be part of that. You look at how the Feminist Coalition were embodying some of these ideals in how they ran things during this protest. And you see the proofs in the pudding that to really win the hearts and minds of people, you got to hold yourself to high standards, be honorable, be honest, be transparent. And in the end, that will be the culture that you stand for, and it will attract the right people at the right time. So yeah, that's that about that on me. I'm Rodney Omokache, and I'm an entrepreneur.